Hey everyone, this is BigAngry watches Hearthstone get draft well. This is BigAngry from BigAngry Plays, and I am here with LineNoise 54, uh, twitch.tv/LineNoise54. Hi Line, you're about to draft and explain your choices and everything for us, aren't you?
Yep, we're about to draft a Druid, and we'll walk it through each pick.
Cool, let's get started.
That looks like a dirt, but it's actually a little closer than you'd think, but I can't pass a sludge. Keeper of the Grove is close, but I can't pass a sludge belcher. Too good.
Indeed.
Brew is close, but this is a brute. The coin flip occasionally screws you over, but the vanilla, like, 4/4 for 3 is just too good.
The vanilla test, of course, if the mana cost is equal to or less than the attack and health.
The sum of the stats is twice the mana cost.
There you go. Okay, that explains it much better.
Yeah, the sum of the stats is twice the cost. 3/3 for 3. The sum of the stats is 6. 3 mana. Okay.
Now, Bloodsail's kind of useless right here because you don't have a weapon. You're a druid.
And I won't ever get a weapon, but it's 2 mana 2/3, which is playable, and Wild Growth is kind of situational, but I think I'm going to take the Wild Growth and hope I can fill in my 2s later.
Yeah.
Because a good Wild Growth, I mean, if you get the right kind of ramp, Wild Growth can be amazing, but I just means I have to be more careful to fill in my 2s. This is easy Druid of the Claw. Druid of the Claw is never wrong. Unless it's swipe. You always swipe. Never not swipe.
Right. Never not swipe. Second Druid of the Claw? Or fill in your 2s?
Yeah, Fairy Dragon is really good, really solid too. It's early enough. I can fill in the 2s later. I don't want to pass the Druid of the Claw. Wow. Recycle is I can't imagine paying 6 mana for hard removal that leaves the option of. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen recycle used in fatigue druid decks, Tree of Life builds, where it totally is fine in a Tree of Life sort of list, but I can't see that playing that in arena.
I'm
Pay
guessing
6
it's.
mana and they top deck it.
I'm guessing it's Mech Bear Cat.
It's Mech Bear Cat. Yeah, it's Mech Bear Cat. Gnomish Experimenter. That the drawback is the battle cry is just not worth it.
Yeah.
And it fails the vanilla. Mech Bear Cat. I mean, at 6 health, he's almost all unless it's a mage with a fireball or anybody else with hard removal. You're gonna get probably 2 spare parts off of it. And spare parts are surprisingly powerful.
They really are.
So I'm pretty happy about a Mech Bear Cat there.
I mean, at this point you have 2 Druid of the Claw, and those are your only beasts, so I don't know if Druid of the Fang's worth it at this point.
Yeah, Druid of the Fang in constructed is maybe playable in a Ramp Druid, but Ramp Druid has so many other drops on 5 that it's really hard to fit it in the list, and there's just not enough beasts in Druid. So I think this is Lord of the Arena is not a great card, but Narrowbar Weblord is almost unplayable. I mean, it's great against Paladin for stomping dudes, but against anybody else, it's just garbage.
Yeah.
And Druid of the Fang, if you can't find an activator, Druid of the Fang is awful.
Yeah.
It's just horrible. Lord of the Arena, at least, you want it to have you'd want it to be a 5/6 instead of a 6/5, but the fact is it's guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed to kill whatever attacks it. So, and here's a chance for a good 2.
Yay, Puddle Stomper. Hello,
Yep.
hello, hello.
As much as I love the hello, this is Zombie Chow.
Yeah, you can't really pass up a Chow when it's in your opening hand, you know?
Well, the thing about Chow is that it's got stats like a 2-drop, but it's a 1-drop, which is especially important if you're going first, because you can curve out instead of just passing. Because so many arena decks, if you're not holding coin, you pass turn 1 every game.
Yep.
Zombie Chow gives you something you can draw into that you don't pass turn 1. If I had drawn even a single spell by now, I might take the Gadget Sand, but as it is, it's the Nullifier.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Nullifier is probably right no matter what. It's
I
just
think
such
you're
a
right.
bitch to deal with.
It is.
I mean, if you play that on curve, it's a pain in the ass to deal with. You can't just hard remove it, and it's taunted, so you can't. You have to trade in.
Swamp Ooze is something that you
Alright, how
really
greedy
want
am
at
I?
least one of, but Stormwind Champion's hard to pass up.
Yeah, it's like if you look at a tier list, it'll tell you that Stormwind Champion's absolutely better. But how am I greedy enough to take it? That's the thing. I'm only 10 cards in. I mean, I can theoretically backfill curve later.
Do eat.
Yeah, we'll see. So we're all in on the Ramp Druid at this point. If I see an Innervate, it's absolutely an instant pick.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking my curve to get value. Alright, this is Jungle Panther. Mark of the Wild is... Don't get me wrong, Mark of the Wild is totally playable sometimes. But for both curve and other reasons, the Panther wins here.
Okay.
Because the thing about Mark of the Wild is, in order for that to be value, the thing that you taunted up has to kill at least 2 other things.
That's true.
And that's to get even. Because it's 2 cards to 1 card. So it's got to kill 2 cards of his. If you Mark of the Wild something and then it gets, deathed, you're way behind.
Yep.
Yeah, Dragonling Mechanic, not a great 4-drop. It's playable, but you're not happy about it. South Sea Deckhand is trash. Spiteful Smith is great. I know I don't have a weapon for the Enrage, but it's the body.
Yeah, it's the body.
Yeah, we're playing Ramp Druid.
Wild growth, yeah.
Fuck it, we're playing Ramp Druid. Nightblade is unplayable. Starfire is really solid, but I worry that I'm tempted to take the anti-kill bot because my early game sucks.
You're gonna be taking a lot to the dome.
Yeah, I just might need that battle cry to recover.
Yeah.
But I'm already clogged on 5.
You kinda are.
No, we'll take the Starfire. And hope that, I mean, the card draw plus the delete something, you just hope that you can stabilize enough to just outvalue the shit out of somebody.
Yeah.
Also, I have to point out, anti-killbot.
I noticed that.
Yep.
Ooh, these are crap, except maybe Mark of Nature?
Yeah, this is a sad face Mark of Nature. It's not totally terrible. I mean, you fucking 4 health and taunt something. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for the opponent to remove, and they don't have any choice but to remove it. Dollarman Mage is unplayable. Druid doesn't have enough spells, and the vanilla test is horrible. Grimscale Oracle is utter garbage. And here's a chance to smooth out our curve with a really nice Harvest Golem.
Maybe the Iron Beak for a little shut up, or Power of the Wild here.
I think Power of the Wild is probably rated higher, but 2-drop. If it Ironbeak Owl, if it's not against Mage or Rogue, Mage will just ping the body off. But the shut up plus possibly trading with his other 2-drop, or even just late game top decking it for the 2-drop and forcing him to use his hero power on it. I really like having at least one shut up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Magma Rager. Ugh.
Look at that! 5 attack for 3 mana. Here's why the vanilla test isn't always totally the thing. Magma Rager actually passes the vanilla test.
It does.
And it's still garbage. I mean, Kobold Geomancers are pretty trashy too.
It's looking Venture Co, but you don't like that cost there.
That's... Oh, I'm so not worried about the text.
Okay.
I'm really not concerned about the text. Just the way the deck is shaping up, the odds of it living more than a turn, minimal.
Okay.
It's going to get traded down. The question is, it's more a question of curve right now. I mean, am I that worried about curve? I mean, I'm 18 cards in and I have one actual, just something I would slap down on turn 2. It's Geomancer for curve and I don't like it. Oh, can I pass up a Bomb Lobber? Belcher's nice. Belcher's beautiful. You're always happy to take a Belcher. Bomb Lobber is even better. Knife Juggler is decent, but not nearly as good as Bomb Lobber, but curve.
Yeah, curve.
I have to take the Juggler. Bomb Lobber is fantastic.
Isn't it though?
The vanilla test, and it doesn't fucking matter. Because you get a halfway decent body and a free delete. But I think I have to take the Knife Juggler to try to smooth out my curve. I mean, I'm almost 20 cards in. I gotta really start worrying about smoothing out my curves. I mean, you give me any decent 4-drop, I'll take it.
So no 4-drops.
No 4-drops. Wrath.
Swipe.
That's not
Never not swipe.
It's 4 mana. Never not swipe.
Yeti. Trog? Yeah, Trog.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and Trog. And, shit. Innervate versus the ultimate brick.
Go Innervate. It's a ramp deck, come on.
No, because I'm actually managing to even out the curve enough that I can live without an Innervate.
This is apparently BigAngry goads. BigAngry goads people into taking bad cards badly.
Innervate, it's close. It's really close, but Ironbark Protector is the ultimate brick. If you don't have, poly, death, utter hard removal, it's going to 3 or 4 to 1, because it's just brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want the removal versus the buff at this point.
Yeah.
Given the state of my early game.
I guess kind of the main targets of Brewmaster would be the Owl and the anti-kill bot. Did you take the anti-kill bot?
I didn't take the
No.
anti-kill bot.
Never mind then. Screw it.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of brew targets. Yeah, there's really not a lot of brew targets in the deck.
Do you think you have enough sticky minions
So-
to have Frostwolf Warlord be value?
Frostwolf Warlord, I mean, you only need one minion on the table for it to pass the vanilla test.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of
and I just
overloaded on
don't
twos
see-
at this
I
point.
just don't. Well, but most of the twos are not actually twos. It's like Wild Growths and Wrath,
True.
which Mark of the Wild isn't actually a 2-drop either.
That's true.
I think I'm going to take the Frostwolf.
I think that's the right play.
We'll see how it goes.
Another Yeti.
And there's another Yeti. Super happy about that. There's a Micro Machine. Super fucking happy about that one.
Yep. And the final card. I'd say you'd kind of have to go Sapper because Kezin's way too situational in Mana Addict. The attack goes away.
Yeah, Mana Addict's unplayable in this deck. I have, like, 2 activators.
Yeah.
Sapper... I'm tempted to take Sapper for Curve. But with the Wild Growth, you know, the number of times that I'm going to turn 2 Wild Growth into 4-drop, not actually that concerned about 3-drops. And it's a shit 3-drop anyways.
Yeah. Not happy about this
I mean,
pick.
Kezan Mystic, I'm not happy about this pick, no. But Kezan Mystic, 4 mana, 4/3, it's kind of playable. I mean, if you're playing it when you're behind and somebody trades their 2 mana 3/2 into it, it's shit. But if you're playing it like you just traded your board for their board and you're playing it blank, it's decent.
Okay.
And if you can get the battle cry to, if the battle cry actually goes, it's fucking huge.
It is. It can be a tide turner.
So I think I'm going to take the Kezan here. We'll see what happens. This is not a great deck. I mean, I don't have high hopes. But
That's okay.
we'll see what we can do.
Well, I want to thank LineNoise from twitch.tv/LineNoise54 for sharing his draft with me. This has been Big Angry Plays Hearthstone Badly, watching someone draft Hearthstone really well. Thanks, Line.
I'm not that great. If you want to see the results of the deck, I'll make sure to... I'm going to stream the rest of it if anybody's actually catching up that quick, and I'll make sure to cut a highlight reel.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Line. I will see all of you later on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Twitter. Thanks.